relationships? How? Right? That's different. And then unfortunately today, a lot of men have been forced to see their value in external materialism or in the showcase of bravado, right? But the reality of it is the highest level of man, right, is his highest level of thinking, his ability to strategize and think through situations, right? So when intelligence is not seen as one of the high values, right, of a man, people talk about, oh, he got to make 100,000. Man, shut up. You don't know what you want at all, right? How smart is he to be able to deal with life, right? The emotional resilience that you have to deal with things. One of my chief core level of values is my emotional resilience, and I'm emotionally independent, right? So, there's a lot of black men who have a high level of emotional resilience based on what they've been through, right? What they've been through. Because black men specifically go through it. Men, period, go through it, right? Because when the emasculation doesn't just stop at the black man, it's the brown man, the Asian man, and even the white man, right? And this is what people are fighting against today. There is no substitute, right, at all. And the degradation of our position and what we've been through and the effects of black men have been standing up. And you can't keep running this narrative as if black men don't stand up, don't show up, and ain't been the most pivotal soldiers in America in this fight for freedom, justice, and equality that we have. Black men. Because if we weren't doing nothing, then black women would have nobody to stand behind or on the side of. Come on, man. So today we get one of those days where we can have this contextualized conversation about fatherhood, about babahood, right? One of the hardest things today is to have a child because community don't want to help raise children. The demon of individuality has infected many people's spirit where they want to have no connection to others and they want to live life as if every action that they take is only consequential, right, to their own self-advancement and what they want. But, we were never a individualistic, right? In the over materialistic society as a people, we were tribal, which is tribal is the tribe. So you can't look back at none of our ancestral practices and give any reverence to it, right? While at the same time, bark about your success and individuality as if it matters. Talking about you making your ancestors proud. Your ancestors don't give a shit. They don't even recognize you. They don't know nothing about what you're talking about. They don't care you got a car, you got your little career. None of that matters. And we've lost the highest level of value, and we give up the things that are truly valuable for things that don't even have real value. And that's why they got us to start moving backwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just wrapped up the tour in Houston, and I seen so many black men showing up. I seen black women giving their men tickets and black men giving their women tickets, and they showing up together as couples, and they're there to do the work. So if we not having this culture where we're recognizing the progress, and you let stupid ass hoes talk about this nigga's a hotep. No, that's Imhotep. You know what I'm talking about? He represents peace and intelligence and architecture and engineering and advancement and progress. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that say they don't need a man have a mental issue. You wouldn't be here without a man. That's a mental issue, because what you're saying is you don't need balance. When a woman says she doesn't need a man, she's saying she doesn't need balance. That's like a child said he doesn't need a father. You need balance and stability in your life. So when you let people, the world war today is not a physical war that's fighting. It's a concept war. It's an idea war. So when you think because you got a career, a nice little bank account, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're doing, You're crazy that is supposed to matter in the grand scheme of things, because you ain't got no balance. So no woman can have balance without a man, and no man can have balance without... I don't want to hear no nigga walking around talking, I don't need a woman. Man, listen, if you gay, just say that. Ladies, if you lesbian, just say that. I'm just keeping it a buckaroo. Like, if you're saying you celebrating pride, that's different. I ain't got nothing to do with that over there. But I don't want to hear that conversation, because it's disrespect to the contribution that men add to the balance of this cosmic order. You know what I'm talking about? So we have a whole day where we're celebrating, just a day, right? There should be Father's Month. How is it not Father's and Mother's Month? This is where you got to think about this. We in the middle of Pride Month, which is a sexual preference, but the responsibility of father is not given a month. And this is why our priorities are so wrong in this culture, in this society. And y'all wonder why things keep going bad. We don't need no damn day. We need a month. We need a Mother's Month to appreciate. We got to start in the beginning, appreciate the sacrifice of your mother going through the ring of fire to birth you into the world. You got to appreciate the sacrifice that your father's done and the things that he's done, right? You need a whole month to be thinking about that. But see, society is backwards as hell. We get one day to celebrate coming out of the worst type of slavery in the history of mankind, in the history. And you get the 19th of June. 24 hours I give y'all niggas to celebrate, then what? Back to work. Damn. You get one day to celebrate being free, then back to the plantation you go.
Don't worry about getting no gift.
Mind blown. and you know, black men are not really celebrated, right? Not in the same aspect in life, because it's minimized. The value of manhood is minimized. The value of fatherhood is minimized. Right? When you talk about F the patriarch, that's like saying F fathers. So a man can't really stand on that. Like, no, I rock with the patriarch. I also rock with the matriarch. I rock when a woman stands on her position, you understand me, and helping lead. Pride has a month because it's a campaign that one day raises the vibe up too much. Patriarchy and fatherhood are the same, because when a man leads the household, that's a patriarch household. White patriarchal history is not the same. So you got to look at white patriarchal intellect. And this is where a lot of you all don't put together your own philosophy of understanding of what you're saying things. White patriarchal intellect that rules this world. Because what's been wrong with America is not black male leadership. What's been wrong with America, black male leadership have been fighting against white male leadership in America. Tell me that's not true. Because don't you love Malcolm X? Don't you love the Black Panthers? What was they fighting? Remind me what they fight against? Damn. Remember Emmett Till? What happened? Damn. What was the crack era? What was that? Who mind came up with that? Who mind came up with the Constitution? We 3/4 of a human. What was that fight? Come on, man. You got to think things through. So when you take one position, you hop on a completely different side. What a black man look like talking about some F the patriarch? Wait a minute. What's the definition of patriarch? You mean F male leadership? What the hell I look like getting behind that? No, I need you to break that down to me. White European patriarchal leadership. Because we've been fighting a good fight for a long time. And we've been standing on business for a long time. And for people to act like black men ain't been standing on business for a long time, just because we may lose some battles, you know what I'm saying? But we still in the war. Ain't gave up yet. But a lot of people done hopped on the enemy's campaign trail fighting against us. That's all that happened. You stop seeing yourself a part of, you know what I mean, this side, and then you done took your points. Oh, I'm no longer black. I'm a woman. Hey, y'all brothers, you know what? They gave us a new side. Y'all continue to fight things of that nature. Y'all good. No, see, I don't like when young black men, or you know what I mean, and young males, you grow up and a lot of males don't want to become men because everything associated with a man is being attacked. Right? Like, where's the balance? And it's like, man, y'all is not about to tell me that being a man is wrong. You is not about to tell me that being a black man is wrong. You is not about to tell me that somehow, you know, I enjoy a privilege that overshadows the statistical detriment that we go through every single day. Because my privilege that exists in the realms of so-called society has never stopped me from getting shot at, never stopped all my homies from getting killed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't stopped everything that I see as a statistic detriment, it ain't stopped none of that. It ain't stopped those black men from getting murdered by cops. It ain't stopped none of that. It didn't stop the gang wars that go on every single day. So you got to understand that your talking points come from white supremacy. It don't come from a place of how we make progress. That's not where it's coming from. So we duly note the dilemma that black women have in this world. Duly note. But we got to address the root. You know what I'm talking about? We got to address the cause, not the effect. Because we are affected. So, you know, shout out to all the Babas out in the world, man. Shout out to all the men that stand up and stand on what they stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like, just you know, this is that energy today. I know it's hard. We be going through a lot, man. We be going through it. And every single day you still get out there and you figure out a way to operate. You know, I might talk a little something about a little weed or a little something about something else, but I know that sometimes you can't afford a therapist. So that's your coping mechanisms to get through the day, because you gotta feed your daughter, so you just need a little something going on. You gotta get some money to your son, so you just need a little coping. I understand that. And so that's why I'm not out here attacking it every day like we ain't got all these issues going on and then it's just easy to just flip the switch and then, hey, okay, I'm good. No, I understand what be going on and why we got coping mechanisms with life. That's empathy. I see everything. You dig? When you look at the cause and not just who was affected by the cause, then you have empathy. And that's why I don't just look and say behind every no good black woman is a no good man. Today you got to look at who is behind these no good black men and how are they made that way. And now you start addressing the root causes of why we are affected. That's what happens. And so on a day like this, a day like tomorrow, you know what I mean? Because we celebrate Harriet Tubman, and I love Harriet Tubman, but they ain't never putting that Turner on the dollar. They wouldn't even have that discussion. So the sacrifices that we made, you know, can't even be discussed in American history as revolutionary. I remember when I first learned about Nat Turner, I think I had a white teacher at that time. And they tried to tell me that it was immoral for him to do what he did. I'm like, man, nothing on a man's path to freedom is immoral. Because anybody that's standing in his way deserves what they get. So he went in there and he knocked down and he, you know what I'm saying, handled his business, and black man was been fighting against slavery and having insurrections and revolutionary and been sacrificing and dying and been blading and inventing and progressing and doing all sort of different things. And that has to be celebrated and is not properly celebrated at all. Which is why there's not more of it being created, because the magnified things, you have to be grateful for them. So, you know, you go celebrate tomorrow, If you go celebrate Juneteenth, make sure you celebrate the spirit in that Turner. He died a free man because he died fighting for his freedom. He didn't die a slave. You know what I mean? Go study John Horse, you know what I mean, who was a soldier in the war. You have to study all of those who fought and bled and died free before it was ever announced. Because you can't announce a man freedom. He has to take it for himself. So Juneteenth is a symbol, right? But shit, them niggas ain't never paid us. So how you gonna give me a holiday you ain't even paid? You ain't even paid yet. I ain't got no reparation check. I be going to, listen, and this is what I want y'all to try tomorrow. I need y'all to go to every white establishment. And if you go, no, first of all, go to no white establishments. Let's do this afterwards. If you happen to go one, make sure you get your reparations discount. I do this all the time. I ask for my reparations discount. You know what I mean? Sometimes white people look at me crazy. You feel me? But most of the time, I get a reparations discount. Just depend on your confidence. I say, y'all ain't cut the check yet. You still owe me. So let me go ahead and add that on the back end. But don't do it tomorrow, because don't go shop white tomorrow. But if you happen to be going somewhere and you had to slide there, make sure you get your reparations discount. It's real. It's real. A reparations discount is real until they cut that check. Yeah, they need to take a percentage off of your check. You know what I'm talking about? I be getting my reparations discount. You know what I mean? Sometimes it be like 10%. Sometimes it be like 20%. You never know. Why a white person be sitting there stuck, jaw on the floor, and they be like, I don't know if I can do that. I say, you can do it. Your ancestors did it. You know what they did? Yeah, they the reason you got to do it. He talking about, I got to go get my manager. Go get your manager. Go get whoever you need to do. The manager come up. They say, what's going on? I said, I just need my reparations discount. And they say, what's that? I know, because we didn't get our check, so I just want a reparation discount. Yeah, I can get my check. For the servitude of America. So, and then just look at them serious. Don't crack or smile. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be like, I don't know what to do under this circumstance. And they're going to be like, you know what? It's easy to just give them the discount and then leave. So that's just a little game for y'all. Go out there and get your reparations one way or another. I gotta go, man. I'm in LA and we outside, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Man, shout out to all the fathers, man, the unsung heroes, man. Yeah. Shout out to my brother, Ampu. He just had a son. Shout out to Yusuf, man. He got children. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Steve, you know what I'm saying, being a good father. Shout out to my brother Rashad, my brother Mike, my brother Troy. Shout out to my pops, of course. Just got off the phone with him. Man, there's too many people. I don't like when I start naming names, because I be forgetting people, and people like, why you ain't say me? You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all the future fathers out there. And shout out to all the men that teach others and lead, because y'all fathers too. We all fathers. You know what I'm talking about? As long as you helping raise the vibration of the next one, we pops. You did? So, y'all have a beautiful and a blessed day. Just remember that, man. Shout out to the patriarch. Don't ever act like it ain't balanced out here in these streets, because we need both ends in order to make this thing work. You did?